All right, everybody, thanks so much for joining us. We're Valley-wide news, breaking news and events here and across the valley. Once again, here on Main Street in Apache Junction. It came out as Mesa Apache Junction, 11198 East Main Street. Large structure fire that spread to the adjacent buildings behind it. Last week, if you all recall, we were here for a fire just down the street at the RV repair business just down the street. So once again, we're just east of that location in almost the same area. So it looks like at this point firefighters are finally getting a handle on it. As we were pulling in large black smoke billowing, we have a number of ladder trucks on scene attacking this fire from above, and other water trucks. Once again, 11198 East Main Street, which is actually Apache Trail. So if you're just joining us, both directions, once again, as they were last week, are shut down in both directions. Main Street is shut down in both directions currently. So if you're headed in this area, just to give everybody perspective, it's just west of the Apache Junction Animal Hospital. Just west of the Apache Junction Animal Hospital. Stand by while we get situated and try and get some information as to the name of the business that's being affected right now. One of the gentlemen that's here on scene said that this business is in a very old building. He used to work there as a teenager, so we're going to try and get the name of it. Do us a favor, like, share, and subscribe on Facebook, YouTube, and X, Valley-wide News. All right, once again, thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. We are here live on Citizen, as well as Facebook, YouTube, and X. We're Valley-wide News, breaking news and events. Just to bring everybody up to speed, one of the residents that are watching this, who said he used to work here as a teenager, an extremely old building. It's a rock shop. Looks like a heavily, on the outside of very wooded old building. Once again, the address is 11198 Apache Trail. It came out originally as East Main Street, so one and the same. Just to let everybody know, it was only contained to this front structure, and as we were driving here, it had moved to the structure just behind it or to the left. Once again, we're here live on the scene, Valley-wide News, breaking news and events, and we're currently at 11198 just west of the Apache Junction Animal Hospital. Once again, a large fire breaking out, a number of fire trucks and units on scene, several coming in as we were pulling up. So just to let you know, if you're coming east or west, both directions of Apache Trail are shut down currently. Both sides are shut down in both directions. And just to bring everybody up to speed as far as where we're at, last week we were here, or the week before, in just about the same location, just a little bit west, and it was the RV repair business that was on fire, same side of the street, but this time it's a rock shop. So oddly, it's another business in this almost same vicinity that is on fire. So once again, 11198 Apache Trail, or East Main Street, what it came out originally. Both directions of Main Street currently shut down. Just so everybody knows, everything is shut down, and firefighters are attacking it from the air, and a number of ladder trucks are on scene from Mesa, and it looks like Apache Junction. You're okay, go ahead. So if you're coming anywhere in this area, once again, it is shut down in both directions. So you might want to find alternatives. It looks like there's still a lot of black smoke in the air. Winds are blowing not too bad today, but obviously it's a hot one for firefighters who are rehabbing at this time. Valley-wide news, breaking news and events here and across the valley, currently on Citizen, Facebook, YouTube, and X. Like, share, and subscribe. We truly appreciate it. We're independent media, and that's the best way to show your support, and that's to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much. Now, just to bring also everybody on Citizen, it came out originally as a car fire. We're not sure if that's exactly how it started, it being a car fire that quickly spread to a building. We're going to try and find those details out, but once again, we're here on Main Street, 11198, and both directions on Main Street are currently shut down, so you'll want to avoid the area while they battle this fire. Once again, we appreciate everybody joining us. If you're seeing smoke, that's exactly what's going on. We are at 11198 Apache Trail. Also came out as East Main Street. So just to give everybody a little idea, it's a rock shop that is just west of the Apache Junction Animal Hospital. Both directions of Apache Trail are shut down. The building itself at this point is a total loss. They are still battling. We do understand that as we were pulling in, the structure behind or to the left of it was also, the roof was engulfed. So unfortunately, we're not sure of the damage on that building at this time. A large number of fire crews battling it from above, and the ladder trucks and hoses down below. Just to give you an idea also, last week we were here, those of you just joining us last week, we were here with the RV repair business on the same side of the street, just about probably a half a mile or a mile, if I'm not mistaken, to the west was on fire. So oddly enough, a number of fires reported in this area. Probably the second or third one that we've heard of. The one that we were on last week was the RV repair business. So firefighters having a little bit of trouble with a little bit of wind and the heat that we're back here. So a number of fire trucks are on scene. Smoke just changed and pointed in our direction. Let me pan over and you can see as the sun sets, we have still a large amount of black smoke over here. Crews are attacking the 11198 building, and again, not sure behind or to the left. It looks like, if I'm going to guess, and this is just preliminary because it's hard to see through the smoke, that it appears that the building just behind it is what caught on fire. So if you know anybody in this area, please also note that both directions of Apache Trail are shut down. So if you're headed in this direction, in either way, there's going to be a detour. So come with some patience. It'll be shut down for quite some time while investigators and fire crews battle this fire. We're Valley-wide news, breaking news and events here and across the valley. We're live on Facebook, YouTube, and X, and also on Citizen. Those of you joining us, Citizen, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. It would help us immensely. We're independent media, and your support is like, sharing, and subscribing to our channels. We appreciate it. All right, everybody. Once again, an unfortunate situation here on a Friday night. Fire at 11198, a rock chop, from what we're being told, just west of Apache Junction Animal Hospital here on Apache Trail and Mountain Road, Apache Trail and Mountain Road. Originally came out with one structure, this structure you're looking at right now, on fire. And as we were driving here, we got word on the scanners that it had spread to the building just north of the main structure. It also, obviously, it was engulfing the trees around it as well. As you can see, this extremely old building, as we're being told, that's been here a lot of years, is basically just a shell at this point, unfortunately and sadly. Also, last week we were here at the RV repair shop just down the street, same side of the road, with pretty large fire. So once again, this will be, the roads are closed currently in both directions. As you can see, there's the power lines, which look like they're untouched at this point. Still seeing a lot of smoke, dark smoke coming from the building just behind the main structure. So again, we're at 11198 is what it came out of, Apache Trail. Large, thick black smoke originally coming, as everybody might have seen, and so if that's what you were seeing driving around or out and about, this is it right here. Great shout out to the firefighters who are doing an amazing job in this 109 degree. As you can see, we're seeing a lot of large black smoke currently coming from the building. Once again, as we said earlier, that had also caught fire. We're seeing that now turning black smoke while the efforts are still pointing at the main structure. So we're going to focus our attention here. Looks like the building just behind the main structure. It smells like rubber tires, or possibly, or something, and that's what we're smelling as the wind blows in our direction. Heavy rubbery smell is what it smells like, plastic or rubber, more like rubber tires burning. Just to give you an idea and a feel of what's going on here. So again, those seeing black smoke, it is coming from 11198, a rock shop, and then spread to the building behind it, which is what you're seeing, the black smoke currently right now. If you can, do your best to avoid the area. Both directions, east and westbound, are shut down currently. There is no way to get through. So everybody be safe out there. As you can see, 109 degrees and a little bit of a, probably 3 or 4 mile an hour winds, but you can see the large black smoke billowing from what looks like the building behind it. And we always like to point out a nice gesture. There was a gentleman that was here in his car looking at what was going on and brought a case of water to the firefighters, which I always like to point those type of things out in this extreme heat. Brought him a brand new case of water that he had in his truck to hand to the firefighters to keep them hydrated. Shout out to that citizen who did that. He's still here on scene, but what a great gesture. All right, everybody. So we just moved direction. As you can see, there was a good amount of fire on the ground there. Some of the residents around here are letting me know that the smell we're smelling is not actually rubber and tire, possibly, but there's a transmission shop just to the back and west of this main structure that is also on fire at this time. So obviously pretty large fires, a number of crews on scene. Once again, only about a half a mile down the street where we were last week with the RV business that was also on the same side of the street that was on fire. So some residents, whether it's part to do it with it or not, and this is just speculation, so we don't want to say anything confirmed, that for the past few months there's been a Jeep parked in the back of this business for a few months. So, you know, obviously it'll be up to investigators to determine whether or not that person had anything to do, whether accidental or what, with starting this fire, which spread pretty quick. Once again, do us a favor, like, share, and subscribe. I know I say that often, but it truly is the only way to support us. We're on Facebook, YouTube, X, Valleywide News, and live right now on Citizen as well on Valleywide News. Those of you on Citizen, if you want to, and you feel compelled and would like to support us, you could also shift over to either Facebook, YouTube, or X and like, share, and subscribe. We truly appreciate it. All right, we have some citizen reports that are letting us know some details here. There's multiple fire trucks staged. SRP has cut power to approximately 1,500 customers so far. Again, also while we were pulling in, they were evacuating houses north or people in north of this location. As we understand it, from what we could see, we have Superstition Fire, Mesa Fire, Gilbert, and Rural Metro, which is the Superstition Fire, on scene here, all battling this large fire that quickly spread from 11198 here on Apache Trail, both directions shut down currently. A large amount of people from the community and neighborhood in this area. Once again, 11198 was the original structure on fire. Business or structure behind it also caught fire. At one point we were smelling what smelled like rubber tires, but according to some people that live around here said that there's a transmission shop or brakes or something to that effect just behind it also, which is what we were smelling, not tires, so more like transmission fluid and other chemicals burning. All right, everybody, we appreciate you joining us live. There you go, SRP cut power to approximately 1,500 people. Structure 11198, that is the original structure that caught fire behind it, and to the left also had caught fire. Crews from a number of agencies are here on scene as they rehab out with this 109-degree weather. Just to bring you up to speed, Mesa Fire, Gilbert Fire, Rural Metro, Superstition Fire, and Medical are on scene, battling it from a number of ladder trucks currently. Winds are starting to calm down a little bit, but they were a little stronger when we got here. It also sounded like when we were pulling in that there was some issues with some of the fire hydrants getting water to the fire hydrant. At one point we did hear that there was originally earlier in the day when they first got here, one of the fire hydrants that were actually stuck. So obviously that delayed firefighters being able to attack the fire quickly. So once again, investigators will be hopefully on scene soon and be able to bring everybody up to speed as to what possibly caused this fire. We appreciate everybody joining us. Do us a favor, like, share, and subscribe. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and X. And currently live on Citizen. We appreciate everybody joining us. Both directions on Apache Trail are currently shut down for probably about a mile or more between this location here. on Instagram. We're live on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Valley-wide news, breaking news, and events here and across the valley. We're also on Citizen. If you want to join us from Instagram, we're going to not keep that running as long. Join us on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Valley-wide news, breaking news, and events here and across the valley. All right, everybody, it's 7:14 p.m. on Friday night. We appreciate everybody joining us. Those of you just joining us, we appreciate it. We're Valley Wide News, breaking news and events here and across the valley, live on Facebook, YouTube, X. We were live earlier on Instagram and currently on Citizen. Do us a favor, like, share, and subscribe. Call came out at 1:11:98 Apache Trail here. The structure you're looking at right now was fully engulfed. As we understand it, when firefighters arrived, they were having troubles with a lot of the fire hydrants. One we heard on the scanners was stuck, so they were having problems opening and getting water to it. So obviously they then had to rely on the water that was currently in the trucks, as well as calling in other trucks with that had water to make the attack. Finally, they were able to get the one hydrant that we were hearing going and water flowing. Obviously that delayed a lot with attacking the fire. Just to give everybody a little bit of an update from what we're hearing, that approximately 1,500 customers from SRP are currently without power. Obviously not a good day to have it with this extreme heat, 110 degrees. So with that said, 1,500 customers without power at this time. We have a number of fire agencies on scene: Mesa Fire, Gilbert Fire, Rural, Metro, Superstition Fire, medical on scene. So quite a number of fire trucks, both directions on Apache Trail are shut down at this time. So if you're headed in this area, be advised that you will be turned around or detoured away from this location. As well, to give anybody an idea, it's a rock shop at 11198 Apache Trail. From what we could see when we zoomed in earlier, it's Apache Trail and Mountain Road, just west of the Apache Junction Animal Hospital. This wood structure is a complete loss. It did catch fire to the structure behind it as well, and so obviously it looks like they're finally starting to get a handle on it. When we moved our camera, you did see a lot of brush fully engulfed, and so, but finally with the amount of water that they are putting on it, we're seeing some relief here for the fire itself. We have a large rehab section off to the west where a lot of the firefighters are rehydrating and getting their vitals and then going back and attacking the fire. So that is what we have so far. We appreciate you joining us. We're going to be wrapping it up in approximately 10 to 15 minutes. We just want to make sure from what we're seeing everything is clear. We are independent media, so the only way for you all to support us is to like, share, and subscribe on all our media channels. All right, and just to let everybody know, I'm sure that if you're driving the area, you're aware, but it appears University Drive is also shut down in both directions, as well as Apache Trail in both directions, east and west. So if you're in the area, expect delays and detours. The good news is it looks like, although you've seen a lot of them still attacking it from the ladder trucks, that they're getting a good handle. Just so you can get a little idea, the main structure is right here, and all the way back here is where the fire itself spread to. Let's see if I can zoom in, stand by. So right there is where the fire had spread to, where they're pouring water, and they're doing it also to try and saturate beyond where the fire was, to make sure that it doesn't spread to any other location. Once again, the heat out here, 109 degrees, firefighters rehabbing and swapping and going back and forth. A number of fire agencies on scene. It appears that from what we're gathering from people we know out and about, that the SRP, a number of houses, their power has been reestablished. Southwest Gas is also on scene. So that's where we are right now. Obviously, a lot of hard work with the firefighters, and if those of you that joined us last week will remember, we were not too far just west down the street at the RV business on the same side of the street that was caught fire, as well as businesses behind it. Obviously, it's going to be up to the fire investigators to figure out what's going on, whether that's, people camping out behind these businesses or areas that they shouldn't be. We're not sure, but what we can say is the odd part is that once again, a week ago, just west, we were dealing with a similar issue, large fire at a RV business. Today we're at a rock business on the same side of the street in just about the same area. This one, 11198 Apache Trail, as well as the business behind it. All right, everybody, as you can see those flames shooting up right there, and it looks to us like gas flames. We understand Southwest Gas is on scene. Not sure, just for those residents living in the area, if they're going to be or have already cut gas to homes in the area. Once again, we do understand a number of residents were without power for a little bit, but was quickly restored. So as we know it, for a number of hours tonight, firefighters will be on scene. I'm sure that soon the fire investigator, if they aren't already, will be on scene as well. 11198 Apache Trail, a rock shop, as we understand it, an extremely old business that's been here for a long time. And the structure behind it also did catch fire. At one point we were smelling what smelled like rubber or some kind of oil, and some people were telling us that it could be someone with a transmission shop possibly in the area, and that's what we were smelling. That wasn't for very long, but probably about 15 minutes we were smelling that. Once again, a number of fire crews on scene, doing a lot of rehabbing out in and out with firefighters due to the extreme heat we're having today. Keep them hydrated. They're off to my west and staying hydrated and checking vitals. A number of fire hydrants did not work when firefighters arrived on scene, so other trucks with water had to be called in to try and use the water truck while they were working to get the fire hydrants released and water released to them. As we understand it, let's see here, there are a number of fire agencies on scene, including Mesa Fire, Gilbert Fire, Rural Metro Superstition Fire, and medical is also on scene. Great work to our firefighters here on scene. Obviously, extremely hot day here to be battling this fire, but this is what they do and make a great job. Just to bring you also up to speed, this is while we were driving here, it felt almost deja vu, and for good reason. We were here last week, RV business just down the street on the same side of the road, also caught fire with a business behind it that was engulfed as well. So obviously the fire investigators have a lot of work to do here to figure out what may be going on, but again, the good news is not as much black smoke. We're still seeing some as crews hit a lot of these hot spots. Once again, we truly appreciate everybody joining us. Those of you that have been watching us for a while here, we've been here about 45 minutes or so. We'll be cutting our live feed soon. Those of you watching it after the fact, we appreciate you joining us. Like, share, subscribe. We're on Facebook, YouTube, X as well. If you're on joining us on Citizen, a lot of people watching us from Citizen. Please do us a favor to support independent media. Like, share, and subscribe on our social media channels. We appreciate it. All right, everybody, as we get ready to wrap things up, a number of fire trucks are starting to wrap up their hose lines. A number of units still hitting hot spots on the original structure that caught fire. Still a little bit of light haze smoke coming from behind, a lot of brush in this area as well. So just so you know, that's most likely what's still on fire a little bit. Both directions on this road, Apache Trail, are shut down currently and will be for quite some time. We understand, we're not sure if it's still closed, but University Drive in both directions as well is closed down. We are at a rock shop that caught fire earlier. The business that's been here, from what we understand, for a lot of years, as well as the structure behind it as we were driving in was catching fire. The roof was engulfed. So again, we repeated a number of times while we were here, but we were here last week, RV business down the road, same side of the street, also engulfed in flames and spread to a business behind it as well. A number of fire crews still battling this fire. A number of them are starting to wrap things up, like we said. A lot of units rehabbing at this time. Hotspots still being taken care of. Both directions will be closed down, obviously, for quite a few hours. Fire trucks and crews are all spread out through both sides of Apache Trail on the north and south side. So, if you're going to plan on driving in this area, please know that there will be delays and detours in a number of directions. So, bring patience and be careful. We appreciate everybody joining us. This is, again, Valley-wide news, breaking news and events here and across the valley, live on Facebook, YouTube, X, as well as live with a great amount of people watching us from Citizen. Do us a favor, those on Citizen, we truly appreciate it if you're in this area and you find this informative, independent media today. No bull, nothing fake here. We're live on the scene. Do us a favor, like, share, and subscribe. We truly appreciate it. We're going to go ahead and wrap things up here on the scene. We appreciate it. You joining us.